So I run YouTube automation channels, and this is just one of them that runs currently at around $7,000 to $8,000 every single month. And you can see I actually started posting evergreen content since April. I actually started though YouTube specifically for over 4 years now, and I've been trying to figure out how to actually make money passively, but I never could have figured it out until last year, 2023, and all between 2023 to now 2024 was when I found the most progress, and that was resulted from evergreen type content. And so if you don't know what evergreen means, that essentially just means videos that are timeless, that are not based on trends, that people can watch for 5 years on the line, 6 years, 7, 8, 10 years on the line even. And so these are not based on trends. They don't go viral. They just continuously get views, and they stack on top of each other year after year. And so that's exactly the type of content that we currently make for the last year or so. And before then, when I first tried automation YouTube, or just YouTube automation, that was during February, March, and I can actually show you how the results were if we scroll all the way back to February, and you can see how the best days were like, cents. Actually, like around here, yeah, we weren't even hitting like 10 cents a day on some days, right? And so that was because I was trying to go viral, but none of my videos were getting any views. I had no clue how to go viral. And so everything only started to pick up around, I would say, April. That was when I started to implement the evergreen strategy, because I finally decided to invest into a coach to actually teach me how to do and run these proper channels. He told me, okay, you got to post these type of niches, these type of topics. And so I did exactly as he asked. Within the first month of me trying Evergreen, I hit close to $10 a day. You can see $11, $12, $13, $12. And I thought to myself, okay, if I'm making 2 figures a day, I can basically afford lunch every single day without my mom or my parents needing to pay for anything for me. And I realized that if I could scale this to $10 an extra a day per month, that means by month 10, I'd be able to hit $100 a day. But I was completely wrong, because in my third month, I actually hit over $100 a day quite consistently. And I'll explain why it fell off and everything later down the line. But the cool thing about YouTube channels is that they grow exponentially if you want them to, and then they could also stay and flatline if depending on how you want to structure your channels, and if you want to either make a bunch of money super quickly, or if you just want to flatline and keep a lot of profit. And so during this time, the reason why I actually spiked up so quickly within like a week, you can see June, I was still hitting under $20 a day. And then still June, 2 weeks later, I hit my very first $100 a day off of YouTube ad revenue. And this only happened because I figured out that one of my videos did a lot better than the majority rest. And I thought to myself, okay, there's a particular video. It was actually on the niche Temu. And I was like, okay, if this video alone can make me $10 in that single day, then I realized that if I just capitalized on that same exact topic, but then just did similar formats, but when you rinse and repeat and you don't reinvent the wheel, but you just continue to do what works, you'll find a nice compounding snowball effect. And that's exactly what happened. I made at least 2 to 3 videos every single day about the same topic. And so I grew super fast during this era, and all my videos started to rank in YouTube search because it was evergreen. People searched for it every single day. And boom, I was consistently hitting over $100 a day every single day. And I even hit close to $200 a day around here. It was, $175 in one single day. And that was on top of the world, because that was on pace to 5K a month. And I've never made any sort of money like this whatsoever in YouTube ever. Like, this was my first time ever making money. And then it was also online, which was my dream, making money off of YouTube, right? And so I continued to hit pretty decent numbers until the Temu videos that were super trending kind of died off and slowed down a little bit. And so that's a whole reason why I learned that Evergreen is so much better than if you were to catch a trend. Because when you catch trends, yes, you can get a crazy nice spike in views, but it can die down just as quick. And so your income results not being consistent, not being predictable, and you wouldn't be able to figure out, okay, next month, if I'm going to make, 5K a month or 10K a month, or if I'm going to go down to like $300 a month. That's the last thing you want to do, is unpredictability inside of business. You want to be stable, consistent, predictable, easy to track, and also you can calculate how much money you can make later down the line. And so you can see over here, I decided to stop focusing on, trend-based searchable content, but only content that is timeless, right? So some topics I could just give you guys some free game. Some topics I did was a lot of banking videos. I also did a lot of Instagram or social media based videos, because social media is one of those things that will never die out ever, right? Instagram's not going to die out. YouTube's not going to die out. Discord, even like this video that you're watching right now, is probably going to stay up on YouTube for internally, because YouTube is not going to get hacked or taken down really anytime soon, unless World War III happens, or World War IV even. And speaking of like social media, right? Facebook is only getting bigger. Instagram is $1 trillion company at this point. Even YouTube is as well. And so when you make content based off of social media or just the online genre in general, you're gonna not run out of views because every single day people will search for how to do XYZ on Instagram or how to do XYZ on Facebook. And so that's exactly the type of videos that I was posting between summer and fall throughout 2023. And so the cool thing about YouTube is that it also, when you're making evergreen content and then your content is not created to go viral, but to get views forever from people searching for it every single day. Sometimes a lot of videos would take months upon months to actually rank inside a YouTube search so then everyone can see it and watch your video. Some videos take a couple days. Let's say you uploaded how to boil an egg, a super evergreen topic, always be searched for. You upload that today. Chances are it can either just start to rank at the top of YouTube search next week and then people can watch it like there and you get views right away and start ranking right away. Or some videos can take 3 months of being completely dead and not ranking anywhere. When then YouTube catches some signals, okay, it seems that some viewers enjoy this video a lot better than other how to boil egg videos. And so your videos are either more relevant or it's better in some way, shape, or form, and then they boost your video higher in terms of the YouTube search rankings. And so when that happens, YouTube basically never sleeps on any dead videos. Okay, you can upload a video that was uploaded 6 months ago, a year ago, and you're down the line, maybe it got no views, but it's still all of a sudden it starts to rank, and then that evergreen effect started to roll in because it's never gonna die out if the topic itself is not made to die out. It's a matter of game. It's a matter of time until YouTube realizes that your video is actually good enough to be able to be viewed by other people, and then what YouTube is going to do then is rank it really, really high. And so for my channel personally, where I'm trying to go with this is it took about 2 to 3 months for my videos to start ranking, right? During this time, I was uploading already like 10 videos a day. And then the cost for me, because this is automation, and I was making the videos myself, they were getting automated to freelancers to do all the work for me. And I could get these videos done for less than $5 for it, including the video, including the thumbnail, including the uploads. And so it was quite profitable. And me doing about 10 videos a day was about $50 USD, right? So I was breaking even at this point. Believe it or not, like this is not profit. This is like, I was profiting maybe 10, 20 bucks a day, which at that time I was still super happy with because I couldn't basically afford lunch every single day while being in high school, and I could take it. As the goal for me was to just grow these numbers to as high as I possibly can to be able to become financially free. And for me, that looked like, $100 a day. So I continued to do that. And then you can see because September, October, that was when I uploaded a lot of videos, it started to correlate and show that the videos started to rank and the results came in November, December, right? I went back up to hitting $100 a day, which made me super, super happy because I realized, okay, my channel's not dead permanently. It can actually start to grow up again. And so that's exactly what I did. As you can see, like I actually grew quite fast and picked things back up quickly, hitting $150 in December. And on my birthday, which is December 20th, we hit $130, which is not bad, but it's the very average day. You can see like the baseline with evergreen content is also super stable. It doesn't go super high and super dead, the next day. So if you were to upload viral based videos that try to get views, like if you made videos about Amber Heard when she was canceled, or the Mr. Beast cancellation, or the avocado transformation, right? You would get probably millions of views the first 2 days, but then it's going to die out 2 weeks later. And then you're going to make like sense on those videos, which is exactly what you don't want inside of business. You want predictability, like I said before. And so you can see this is exactly what happened. And we actually hit our first $200 day in 2024. You can see almost $200 a day. Where was it? The day after, January 14th, 2024 was when we hit on track actually for 6K a month. And the cool thing about Evergreen is that once you hit a new high, that new high becomes your average, because that new high essentially means that every single day people will be searching for your video X amount of times. Let's just say 20,000 times every single day, which means that if you have an RPM of $10, you're going to be able to hit $200 every single day on average, right? Some days will be lower, some days will be higher, but you can see how consistent it is. It's never really like, $1,000 a day and then drops down to $16 a day and then $32 a day and then $700 a day. It's just, $5, $10, $20 apart in difference sometimes for the majority of the period. And then it went back down slowly, but that's also the unique thing about Evergreen is that you find patterns. Whenever something goes up for a super long time, you'll notice eventually it'll start to go down. But once it goes down for an enough amount of time, it'll also inevitably go up. So you can see, because from here, I basically went super viral, and then I started to slide down a little bit, and then slowly built back up. Now we're also in the recession of going slowly back down. You can see now we're hitting like not so great numbers, but the goal is obviously to grow it back up. And I'll explain everything more in detail later on, but you can see that in February we actually hit our very first $300 day. The last day of February, it was a leap year, so February 29th we hit $301 in revenue. And at this time I was probably pumping out 10 videos every single day. And so with that being said, I was probably still spending $50 and profiting then $250, which means I was making about 7 grand per month as a 17-year-old, which was more than enough to, I guess, become financially free and become independent. But I still obviously wanted to ride for more. But during this time, I stopped uploading basically as much in terms of volume, and I focused on profit margins. And so you can upload, so many videos to continue growing your channel to higher numbers. Like I could have easily made this to a 10K a month channel, but I wanted to keep 90% profits and actually have the money put into my bank account rather than investing the majority of it. Because all these times was near like no profits at all, because I was also investing 1.5K a month into just production. And so that's just basically what I did from spring all the way until now. I haven't really done proper research into finding the best topics, uploading really a lot, because like a volume is a big number on this channel. I actually have over 6,000 videos uploaded to this channel, so it's a huge game in terms of volume, finding the right topics that would do well and actually get evergreen views forever, and then having a killer team to actually build these videos every single day for you that has a good amount of quality and built in the right way to actually attract people to click on and actually get views in the long run. So summer, it was super stable. You can just watch this graph right over here. It was around $250 per day on average. Some days it would hit close to 300, but for the majority of the time, you can see like another $300 day here. But it's currently sitting at around 200 to then 250, $230 per day. But it's still evergreen, right? So every single day I'll make over $100 no matter what, over $200 no matter what. So as long as I want to then start to grow this channel again, I could just mimic exactly what I did here, or what I did here, which is basically posting a lot of volume and a really good niches that are trending, not exactly trending, but also a lot of people search for every single day. And so video games, so a lot of video games actually get a lot of attention every single day that are in need of some sort of tutorial to actually understand how to do a specific thing. And so if you can find those, like for example, Instagram notes, right? They added the gold feature where you can make your notes gold. Or they also have the feature where you can comment on Instagram stories. A lot of people don't know how to do that though, and a lot of people don't have those type of features. And so if you make videos on how to do that, those are trending, but it's still based off of a topic, which is Instagram, which is never dead. So every single time, people years later will still search for how to do those type of things, because, people years down the line will still search for how to post on Instagram, how to make an Instagram story, how to delete followers on Instagram. And so if you just find those gaps in the market and you make videos about those, you will get views later down the line if you build it right. And that's exactly how you create a nice, crazy cash flow that will basically guarantee you X amount of dollars every single day. And you can calculate how much money you will make in the future if you just take a nice sample size of your graph to see how fast you were growing month by month and how much videos you were uploading month by month and how much dollars you were investing month by month. You take those numbers and mathematically calculate, okay, if I upload 1,000 videos, across the span of 5 months, then I'll make X amount of money if X amount of videos rank. And so this is really a numbers game. YouTube automation is super simple. And so what I like to say is YouTube automation is simple, but it's not easy, right? It doesn't take rocket science. You don't have to become smart. You don't need to, have really high IQ to do this, but you have to take in the consistent efforts, work every single day, and then find those topics, be consistent with it. And it's boring, it's slow, but it's really stable and consistent. And that's what happens when you put in the hard work, right? You'll get results like this coming in. And so that's kind of what I want to share this with you guys. If you want more detailed videos like these on like analytical breakdown, or even super in-depth videos on like how I find these topics, how I build up freelancer teams, how do I scale my RPM, which is how much you get paid per view. My RPM is really high. It's over $8 per 1,000 views. And so if you want me to teach you exactly how to boost that for your own channels, how to start more channels, how to grow dead channels, just drop them down in the comments below. I'll see and read every single one of them to make sure that I'm making the right type of content for you guys. And so, yeah, that's basically my journey of Evergreen YouTube.